Oh.
You put too much in faith.
Calvin, you're still echoing.
Yeah, you have to mute one of me. You gotta either mute the stream or you gotta mute. No, mute the stream.
How do I mute the stream?
There's like a volume button right there. It's right. It's
Where?
Right there. It's,
Where?
right at the bottom left of the live stream. Like.
Where?
Okay.
Oh, there. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
Okay.
Crisis over.
Crisis averted. Dee-nee-nee-nee. Dee-nee-nee-nee.
I got excited for a moment. It's just like, oh my god, there's another person here. Who is it? It's just you.
It was just me. You know what? You
What?
could do? You could be like,
What?
hey guys, Twitter, come join me at this live stream. It's really fun. Do it.
Yeah, but the thing is, Calvin, my Twitter is like a cemetery.
It's okay. Do it. Do Facebook. I don't care. Hello, friends that I've never talked to before in a long time. Join
I'm
me
gonna
at this
do it.
stream.
It's like it's almost 1 o'clock. Like, what if I go like, hey guys, come join in, and then I'll be like, bye guys, I'm going to bed. You can talk.
It's
You can
fine.
talk to
Don't
this.
just watch. Yeah,
You
just
can
talk to this dude.
person.
I'll tell you the days of shit. Inky.
Inky,
Yeah.
Inky was like,
Old
Inky was something.
Yeah.
Inky was.
That was some old school trauma that no one knew. We went to the same school as everyone, and everyone's just like, and because it's all online.
It was a drama online. Nobody
Yeah.
had to know.
Yeah.
They probably think we're
Good.
like we're
So
crazy.
weird. Yeah.
So that's why we just kept it like.
Oh man. Oh boy.
We kept it quiet.
It's good that we did kept it quiet.
Oh yeah, remember we went to AH chat and then the other member guy went in and he sort of told Inky that we were there.
Oh yeah.
And then she confronted us. She's like, "You guys weren't in chat. Where were you?" And we're just like, "Well, we were in another group's chat." And then she just went on like, "Well, I had somebody who told me that you were in this group chat." We were like, "That's what we just said. We told you that we were at the chat because we wanted to be there."
Yeah, that was awkward. A lot of
And
jealousy.
Like at that time, I didn't get why she was so salty about it.
I know. I have no idea.
No, maybe she thought that, oh, Inky, we got this new group we're joining. We're not gonna come back to the circus anymore.
I think that's her fear. She has some problems. Truly, like some issues.
Issue.
Issues.
This problem.
There's big problem in head. Okay, that's kind of mean. She's. He wasn't like that.
There's a message that pops up. Are you enjoying Sorex's stream?
What?
and then it's like it's on a timer, and then there's a button that says dismiss. So what should I do?
Dismiss it, or just
let
say
it.
yes. I am enjoying.
But there's no yes. It's just like, are you enjoying Sorex's stream? And then there's a timer,
okay,
and
so
the only
nothing?
option is dismiss.
Oh, what the hell?
It's just like
That's weird.
dismiss.
That's odd.
So you're not giving me a choice to say yes or no. It's just like, I don't know, dismiss.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not.
Is that all on overlay?
Huh? Soft light.
Mm. Oh man, I'm hungry.
Don't. Don't. Don't say this. I'm on a
It's
roll
like
right now. I need to concentrate. Don't talk about food.
usually,
Wait, isn't it late there? Shit.
yeah, that's why. And usually I'm asleep.
Oh, okay.
I'll be asleep, and I won't acknowledge that I'm hungry, but I'm awake, and now I know that I'm hungry.
Nice.
Usually I sleep away my hunger, but since I'm awake, I can feel it.
You can feel the hunger. Oh no.
It's like my stomach is just crying, just like. "Ugh."
Is that how your stomach cries? That's horrifying.
Yeah, I just.
That's. You have
It
Jabba the Hutt.
does. It does.
You have Jabba the Hutt in your stomach.
I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe that's why I eat a lot.
The truth come out.
The tooth coming out. Did you hear that? 2 viewers who was just me and Kelvin. Did you hear that?
It's just you and me. It doesn't matter. Whatever we say. Oh shit.
I can't hear you.
What? You can't hear me?
Oh,
What?
wait. Okay, maybe your video lags because for a moment it looks like you're turning towards the camera and then you're talking.
Oh yeah, there's a delay.
That's why, and then like your mouth was moving and I couldn't hear and I thought, oh no, this is Discord all over again.
No. It's there's a delay to it. So it's not like Skype.
Alright.
Oh my god. My back. Oh, damn.
Oh yeah, you were standing and drawing.
Yeah.
Expressing your individuality.
Yeah, I am. Expressing my individuality.
So what do you do when you're home alone? Do you like lay on a couch and think about life?
I cry. I cry a lot. You
And then
know.
you're like, where's Candy? Candy, come home. Candy, why you leave?
Why leave? Why you leave?
You know I require attention.
Yeah, that's basically what I do. Basically. I know, hard to believe, but.
Break free.
I want to break free. I want to break free.
Stop.
Hey, let me believe.
Gavin's a believer.
Yeah, I'm a believer. I still to this day, talking about old school people we knew, I still to this day wonder how,
No.
shoot, what's his name? Ginger kid. Ben, how Ben's doing?
Oh yeah.
That's so bad. Okay.
You're like, who is the ginger kid? What? We never really got to know Ben until IB.
Ah, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't get to know
Well,
anyone
you knew him
since
in
everyone.
IB.
Huh?
Yeah, but when I first got in, Ben was really quiet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So he's opened up more now.
Yeah, he's opened up a lot more in IB, which is, yeah, it's pretty good, because never really talked to him. I remember when I first came to IB, I saw Marshall, and I used to go to old school with him.
A lot of you know,
Small
St.
world.
Andrews is like has a lot of like awkward kids in it.
To be honest, I'm probably one of them. Correct that. I
Definitely.
am one of them.
I am one of them too, but
I am one of them.
I
I'm
joined
not
in
probably
pretty
one of
late.
them. I am one of them. And that was really awkward when I first came because it was so different from my old school. It was a bilingual school, but it's still like a Thai system, and like all of the socializing is different.
Oh.
So I went in, and it's just like, oh,
So what
I
made
don't
that
like
change?
this. Oh, it's because like my school finishes at
Oh, right, it's one of
M3,
those.
and then yeah, it's one of those like, and of course I have to go through until M10 and change the system to international school. So that changed from calling Matayom to like year 10, 11, 12, 13, something like that. It was quite sudden actually.
Quite sudden, suddenly like boom, you're dropped into a new school.
Yeah, and like I was
Damn.
pulled out like approaching the end of my year on my previous school, and I don't know, my memories of that time was very foggy because like my dad just like, okay, we gotta look for a new school for you ASAP. And then he just took me to St. Andrew Rayong. I don't know how we heard from it. Maybe it's from a family friend or something. He took me straight to Mr. Wrightson. Just be like, right. I want my daughter to go to this school. And I remember at that time, Mr. Wrightson is like, okay, for you coming at a very peculiar time because it's approaching the end of the year for year 9 or something, or they're already beginning year 10 or mid to year 10. I don't know, the time is different, like the term.
Uh-huh.
The semester, whatever it is, was different. And he was like, I cannot guarantee that there is going to be a space for you. And I was like, at that time, panicking. And I was just like, oh my god, I gotta get into the school. What do you do? Oh.
That sounds terrible.
And then I got in, and then like I was,
All was right again.
not quite right again, because then I got to choose class, because like classes are optional, and I didn't have that. I didn't have that in like my previous school, because in my previous school everything was like set. You're gonna attend this class, this class, this class. The only option you had was like activities.
Wait, when is this? IGCSE?
Yeah, IGCSE.
Alright, okay, yeah.
And at that time, I didn't know anything about IGCSE because I didn't do IGCSE at my Thai school.
Yep.
We had like other like CU, add CU, whatever it is, and I didn't even get to it yet because I was still year 9.
Mm-hmm.
If you count by St. Andrews gradings, but anyways, and then I was just like, oh my god, business or music, geography or history, art or art or history, whatever that is.
Art or history. Yeah, I remember GCSEs.
And then experienced Mr. Frost for the first time, and I was just like, huh?
Man, Mr. Frost is a dude.
He's an interesting person, and when you're not on his bad side, that's very good.
Yeah, I know. I was always on his good side, oddly enough. But like, what's he like?
I remember I did really badly on my first science exam. One of his first science exams. Like I failed. I got an E because because I was because I don't know, the science at my old school was very weak, so I know like literally almost nothing of the things he taught, and I came in like at almost the end of the year.
Yeah, so you didn't. I mean, that's understandable.
Yeah, so it's a lot to catch up, and then he was just like, "You did very bad. Like, what happened?" And like in my head, like I knew why I did bad because I wasn't here for most of the stuff. And then he was very confused as to why I did bad, and then I was just. But then I didn't tell him why I did bad. I just said, oh, I did try, I really did. And he was like, no, you didn't, because you did really bad. I was like,
what the hell? Oh my god.
Like I did try, I just didn't know what it was, and like there was all these new syllables, and new system I had to get used to. Yeah.
Oh no. That's kind of. Oh, that's kind of.
It's a
That
lot to
sucked.
adjust to.
Holy
It
shit.
is. It really sucked. Like for the first few weeks, I was just like, I don't know what to do.
Like,
Ugh.
did the teachers know about your situation, or did you have to tell them?
I just didn't tell anybody. I just sort of just like dealt with it, to be honest.
Wow. Okay. Damn.
Cause like,
Mad respect.
cause like, I don't know. But when you're in a high school, you're kind of a little bit distant with your teacher.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I've never
I
really
don't know.
attended.
It feels different. Like for me, it felt different because I was from a Thai school,
I'd imagine
and like
it's.
I never felt close to any of my teacher in general, apart from my homeroom teacher.
I
And
mean,
apparently,
because. Sorry.
and apparently, you can be like buddies, sort of, with the teachers in St. Andrews.
Yeah.
Kind of. Well, you're kind of closer to them, and I was very confused by that because like, um, I was very confused when like one classmate hugs the teacher, and I'm like, oh my god, you hugged the teacher! How could you hug the teacher?
It's disrespectful, you know. Like I used to think like
Yeah,
that, like
yeah, and it's just like
because
how are you in physical contact with your teacher?
I know because in like from what I was used to too, being in like a
Yeah,
Malaysian school, I guess. But like the the teachers aren't your friends, and
yeah,
you're
exactly.
supposed to be like this people you respect, whatever. And
Mm.
but when you go to St. Andrews and stuff like that, and international schools, it tends to be more they're very more lenient, and you joke around with the teachers, and the teachers are all right with that, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, when that happened, I was just like, you can actually talk to your teacher about your problems. I didn't know that.
I
unless,
don't know.
unless, unless you were assigned to like a council or something like that. Like back in my old school, we didn't even have a council. We just, if you're called into a teacher's office, that means you're gonna get hit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So I was just like, you can actually talk to your teacher about the problem. So I skipped that part for like year 10, the whole of year 10, actually, not talking to a teacher about any of my problems.
Wow.
And then my report was like, Beverly is very quiet in class. She's not very responsive.
I I remember actually, you know what? I laughed at your thing, but I had the same issue really.
I mean, like,
But
I
it's
don't care if you laugh at it now. I mean, I laugh at it now.
yeah, I laugh at mine too. It's because it's really funny actually. Like there's one point in year 9, like no year 8, that I got really good at math, right? Since there's
Yeah,
like sets, like set
yeah.
A, like set A is the God tier, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was in set 1.
Mm.
So in the middle, no, this is year 9 actually. Yeah, no, this is year 9, and like I got moved up in the middle of semester. The teacher's like talked to me, and she's like, Calvin, you're really good. So I'm thinking about putting you up to like year to the next set, and I'm like, okay, all right, cool. You know what? I like, whoa, that's pretty awesome. I can't. I'm gonna do it, and I was getting so hyped, and told my dad about it. And got super, super. I don't know. I was pretty happy, and then when I got into the set, the teacher was Welsh. I couldn't understand him. I couldn't understand a word he's saying. He had a very thick Welsh accent, and I was like, I was too embarrassed to like ask him,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, because it's just like I don't want to I don't want to insult you. It's because it's not his fault for having a Welsh accent, but
yeah. It's
I
also not your
struggled. I
fault.
really did. Like I had no idea. I didn't learn anything from the second half of the semester, like for the year actually. So, oh man, that was horrible. I
It sounds
and
horrible.
and like
Eh,
and that all could have been fixed if I had said, look, this is not working out. Like It's not your fault. I don't understand. It's just best if I stay in set 1.
Yeah.
Ooh, imagine things would have just turned out so much different. But my God. Oh, by the end of that year, I was just late.
I don't know, it's hard when you are being brought up a certain way and you're used to a certain things.
Yeah.
It's like I know a lot of things could be solved by just having a proper communication. Well, I know that now, but back then,
Yeah, as a
things
kid.
were different, and it felt hard because, yeah, also because you're a kid and approaching an adult.
Yep. And
When you feel like, oh, they're unapproachable, that's a very horrible thing to feel, actually.
yeah.
That you have a problem and you can't really tell them, and you're too afraid to tell them.
And to like that culture of like you gotta swallow it, just push
Yeah,
and
yeah.
push through. And because if you complain, then you're giving up. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember like being in like IT class, and to be honest, IT class was pretty easy once you get the hang of it.
Yeah.
And so, but I was just so stressed and so scared of all of the teachers and all of the subjects that my head just sort of shut down and I couldn't even open Word. Like I'm so scared of everything. It's like,
Oh my
what if Word is different here as well? Oh my God, who am I gonna talk to?
Oh no. Oh jeez.
I don't know, after a month, and then like I don't remember the IT teacher's name anymore, but it was this Miss something, and then she's like, Beverly, I think you're struggling, so let's have like a one-on-one session every Thursday, and I'll help you go through it. And I was just like, yeah, okay, because I couldn't decline because I was having trouble and I was kind of scared, like I'm not gonna catch up. But after a while, when I got used to it, and computers, words, it was all like pretty basic stuff, how to make a table, how to format, stuff
And I
like that.
imagine
And I just
because
yeah, and I just
of where
sort of
you are now, you'd be very
yeah,
good at it. So.
yeah, and I just sort of did that, and she was like, "Oh, there we go. You actually know how to use a computer." And
Oh, you actually know. Oh my
so,
God.
so I'm just wondering, like, so I'm guessing how I presented myself, I just probably looked like I never touched a computer in a day of my life.
Oh my God.
Oh, we got 3 people. One more people right there.
Huh? Oh
Another
shoot.
person is here.
Another
Who is
person.
it?
One more person. I don't know. It's not my. Hello, one new viewer. This is a pretty. Oh, I should change the title. Definitely. Let's see. How do I even do that? Oh, I have to log in.
Is it too much participation?
Yeah, it is.
You're gonna like, fuck that, I'm not gonna log in.
Yeah, it's too much. Oh, you even have my thing.
Oh, they're gone.
I should say it. Tired.
There's 2 people now. Now it's back to.
Oh, oh yeah, I refreshed, so that's me going away and coming back again.
So I got all excited about the extra person just because
there's
there was
one extra person going away and coming back again.
And now they're gone. So
They're gone. Oh no! You kicked them out.
Guess you don't have to put the effort in logging in and changing the title now.
Yeah, no. Oh no! You kicked them out.
Guess you don't have to put the effort in logging in and changing the title.
Oh my God. Okay. All right, there we go. How do I even change the title? Edit.
Oh, but oh man. We're living like early days in St. Andrews.
Hmm?
We're living early days in St. Andrews.
Oh, early days in Andrews.
It's like, ah.
Oof. What's up with this Taylor Swift coming on? I'm gonna switch on. This is getting too sad. Jose. No, no, shit. Okay, there we
What?
go. I accidentally exited this thing. YouTube. Wait, you said I know you said that you used to play football, right? What happened?
When did I say this?
I don't know. You said you used to play football.
Where? In St.
Oh,
Andrews?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I used to play football in my old school because
Yeah.
I hated sports day. Like, hated sports
I
day.
do. I always enjoy sports day because it's always a day off, and I'm like, yeah, fuck, I don't have to do shit.
Yeah, you enjoy sports day when you can actually do sport. I hated sports day because, like, it was hot. Okay, maybe. Oh. I was gonna say that, okay, maybe St. Andrews Sports Day was better, but no, I didn't enjoy Sports Day in St. Andrews either.
Oh
I mean, I like it, it's a day off, but still, I didn't enjoy the day off because I had to run, I had to jump, and I suck at everything.
You suck at everything? Oh, for
Yeah,
real?
I do. Like, really do. Oh, I think everybody knows this by now, but cross country at year 10, or was it 11?
Uh-huh.
And it was so bad. Like I was scarred during that cross country.
Cross country
Okay,
was pretty fun.
so it was just me and Nan, and we were just like, oh man, we're not gonna come first. We're not gonna come second. We're just gonna come last because we know we're gonna be last because we were so bad at this. So we just took our time, and this cross country, I don't know what route they do. It was all around to the back of the school, across the field, across the road, and then back to like the football field.
Mm-hmm.
So there was just me and Nan, and then we're probably like almost last because there's a few people before, so maybe if we're lucky, then a few people's behind us. But there was just me and her in this road that we're about to cross
just
into
leave?
this soil. No, we didn't leave
Oh.
because we were determined to finish it. But what happened was it was only the two of us. There was no water station in sight, only us, and then there was these pack of dogs that were coming at us.
Oh my god.
And then we were both scared of dogs, and then we were like, oh my god, Nan, we're gonna die right here.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get bitten by these dogs, and because we're gonna be so loud, we're gonna rile them up more.
Oh
We're just
my
gonna get bitten
god.
by these dogs in the middle of nowhere doing a cross country, and then we're just like, oh my god, Nan, should I pick up a stick and like hit them if they come at us?
Oh my god. You guys are over exaggerating this.
No, these were stray dogs, Calvin.
Oh, okay, alright.
Stray fucking dogs, and they were like a pack of them, and they were just like barking at us, and we were like
Okay.
panicking because we were like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? Are they gonna bite us or something? Because sometimes they do that.
Do you have wait, you're doing cross country, so this is dirt
Yeah.
and road. Okay. A
Yeah.
tip from the villages of Thailand, right? From the villages of southern Thailand.
Yeah.
So my mom told me the trick to stray dogs, you crouch down and grab some sand, and they will back off immediately. And
You.
yep,
So just grab sand.
grab sand or just do the action, it'll run away. And the reason why is because it doesn't want sand in its eyes, and that's its weakness. If you throw sand at it, it's fucked. They are
Oh,
defense.
I wish somebody
So-
from southern Thailand would have told me at the time, because
Yep.
instead of a stick, I would have grabbed sand, because there was
Yep.
plenty of sand.
Sand is sand. Just the moment you grab some, like they're gone.
Okay, that's good to know. Well, future reference. If I ever got stuck in the soil and there was nothing but dogs, I'm gonna grab
But-
sand.
Yep.
So there was just me and Nan, and then there's a pickup truck that went by, and we were just so desperate. We were like, "P, couldn't come up, P, No, I don't remember if we actually got on the truck or did we just run with the truck.
Oh my
Because
god,
the fact that
that's
we're
kind
alive means either one of the two happened.
of yeah.
And anyway, well, after
Quick,
that we came
jump
in.
onto the stranger's truck to avoid dogs.
Well, at that time we didn't know what to do.
Okay,
We
yeah.
were just so scared. But I don't remember what we actually did. But I think we got past the dogs, and then we just like, oh, that was fucking traumatic, man.
Damn, it sounded intense.
And then I don't know. We just made it back somehow, and we were not even last, I think, or maybe we were. But either way, I only remembered it being cornered by dogs. Oh.
So wait, so how long have you known Nan for?
Since you're 10 and then 11 and then
Okay.
she went to Mahidol and then we talked for a bit, meet up for a bit, and haven't talked to her much now. Which is sad because we were very close, but I guess, it happens when you go apart.
Yeah.
I mean, if I talk to her now, it would be like, I guess, we'll still be friendly. But I think, after university, we find our own interests and.
Yep. And that sort of things change. So.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is super boring. Okay, I got like do some.
I remember we used to go to our house to do like casts, and we pick making like sock puppets for creativity.
Wait, what? You'd make sock puppets for creativity?
Yeah, for cast, creativity, action, and service.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is for IB.
No, it was for like IGCSE cast, I guess.
That's cool. I didn't have to do that for my.
You had to do that. It was so confusing for me as well. Like you had a form to fill in, and at that time I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, what? You're what?
It's like I was confused by Cass because maybe it was the teacher as well, Mr. Langdon or whatever his name was. I don't know. He made it more complicated than it should have been. No, speaking of filling forms, I remember having to go into UCAS.
Oh,
because of I'm going to the university in the UK. And I was like, what? There's more?
There's more of this shit.
The hell?
Sounded
And
annoying.
Also, I remember from the previous year they were doing IB and they were complaining about UCAS, and I was like, I'm never gonna do UCAS, and I ended up doing UCAS.
Rip.
Because I didn't know. Apparently, it was a requirement for for applying to UK's university. Apparently.
Okay, gotta. I don't know. And wait, you had to do UCAS and during university too? That's weird.
No, UCAS is a website where you apply to university.
Alright.
For the UK.
Yeah, I remember you having getting annoyed about that.
Filling forms, cover letter, recommendation letters, and I don't know, write an essay. Ugh.
Writing essay?
It's just an essay about yourself and why you're applying to university. Pretty much a cover letter for university.
Alright.
Which is like, ugh. Thinking about it right now, it's like I'm glad I'm never doing that again.
College. College was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed college.
I too enjoy college.
I think that's where you've kind of found your
Yeah,
Your
pretty
like
much.
not clique, but where you found
Your people.
your yeah, you exactly right. Your people.
Yeah, I used to not believe, when they say, oh, you're gonna find your best friend in your college. When you were in grade school, it's like, no, no, I'm gonna be friends with my friends in grade school forever.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's
not like
actually
that.
true.
Wait,
It's
I
actually
mean,
true. Like,
it's true. Actually, no, that's
it's true for mostly,
yeah.
but then,
I
and I don't know, it's very subjective. But
yeah, I think I
in most
value like
cases,
all my friends know from because I did peek in like when I lived in Dubai, I picked up like close friends that I they're just like that
yeah.
has made us like inseparable, right? And
Hmm.
that's like two of them. And then I when I went to St. Andrews, like I met you and I met James, and that's and we're still and we're basically I actually basically
Yeah.
only talk to you guys, and I think
Uh huh.
that's pretty cool. And like when I went to college, and then I met like people who I truly care about, and
Yeah.
like I can't say that one like one of you guys is my best friends because I value all like every one of
Yeah, it's
you.
different for each group. Like for university, you'll have like this friend is your best friend, but when you're back here, it's like at
Yeah,
this moment, it's like your best friend. It's like it's very subjective, I think, and like it depends on the situation. Because to be honest, I was never that close with James until like now,
yeah.
recently.
You know what? I wasn't that close with James until like after college. I mean
Yeah, same.
after St. Andrews.
I don't quite remember what brought us together.
Um, well, for more than anything, I think like
I think
just
what sort
me
of
and
cement I think what sort of cemented for me was when we went to Malaysia together.
oh
I
yeah.
think. I know I was
Um,
a little closer to you before that, but until like James came along to the Malaysian trip, I think that's what sort of made me closer to him, kinda.
mhm. I mean, we did go on a trip, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess the trip sort of like helped bonds us even more. But before that, I barely talked to James.
Yeah, not too many people did. He was really during IB he tryharded,
Yeah.
and that yeah he did a lot for IB.
I agree. I think James was with Tip and who was it? The other person, maybe like more the ones that are like genius for IB,
Oh yeah,
and I'm just like struggling and crying over my my
yeah.
what
I
my
kind of.
my TOK.
Oh man, theory of knowledge.
It's funny now when I think about
It
it,
was
and then I
traumatizing for
remember
you.
it was traumatizing, but it's funny now when I imagine Mr. Phillips' face.
Huh.
And I cried in front of him.
Oh my
And to be
god.
honest, I was so dramatic about it, but then that's like I couldn't help it because it was like horrible.
No, yeah. I was like,
It's
you're
just like
super stressed out. I remember just like, oh, I saw you just like on in front of the his table and just like, and he looks so awkward. I was like, oh my god, that's what is happening.
I, I only remember crying in front of him. It's like I remember feeling like this is not gonna work. It's like nothing I'm doing is gonna work. I think maybe he called me in just to ask me like, Beverly, where's your paper? It's almost due now, and you haven't had a draft yet. And then I was like, oh, started crying. And he's like, no, no, it's okay, it's gonna be better. And I just answered him like, no, it's not gonna be better. Otherwise, we're not gonna. Otherwise, why are we having this conversation if it's okay?
Oh, it's gonna be better. Oh, jeez.
No, it's not.
And that's basically what you said. No, it's not gonna be
Yeah, I said,
better.
no, no, it's not gonna be better. 'Cause And then I just like started bawling.
No. Oh
Oh
man.
my god.
I like that you can still you can laugh at it now. That's good.
Because I bet that I'm gonna become one of that story that he's gonna tell like his friends, his family, his other
It's like
students.
this one girl
He's
cried.
like, this one girl literally. He's probably gonna use me as as an example for like stress management or something. He's like, I remember this one girl that was so stretched out she broke down in front of me.
Pretty much. Ooh.
Ugh.
Well, it's fine. Now you're well known.
And I
Close
remember
friends.
like I came back to the common room and I was just like, oh my god, there's people here. And then they saw me.
You didn't really
They're
care.
looking at me right now.
Yeah, you
I
kind of just
just,
did
like,
your own thing.
Sort of like on heads on the table, cry some more. And then Mr. McGee came in. It's like, oh great.
Oh, Mr. McGee.
Mr. McGee came in. Beverly, it's gonna be okay. Don't think about TOK right now. It's like too late.
Too late. It's done. Damage
Too
is
late. It's
done.
done. It's in my head. Like it's not gonna get better. I don't know what to do.
You kind of just like nodded at him.
It's like
I remember. Oh man.
dramatic.
It was warranted. Shit was hard.
Ugh. I don't even remember the topic. I guess that's why I don't remember because it was like a
Traumatizing?
boring topic.
Oh, right.
It was very. I just couldn't get it. I just didn't get it at all. I didn't know what it was asking for. I did like I don't know how many copies of the writing, and it was still wasn't right, and I could not understand it. And Mr. Phillips was so by the book, he would not help me.
Yeah.
Well,
Was
try to
he?
help me, but you know, not directly, because he was like he can't tell me what to write.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Yeah, he is by the book.
Yeah.
A lot of being
No,
in like
he feels like he's not by the book, but he's sort of by the book. It's
yeah.
like he won't tell you. He can try to help you, but that didn't work.
I realize like man, college is a lot of more laid back professors.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Like
And like I was so surprised that they like how casual they were.
Yeah.
And especially during my third year when I had like another project that drove me
I was
nuts.
I was friends with most of my professors. I don't know what that says, but like I know it's
To
a
be
good
honest,
thing or
I
a bad
had
thing.
like to be honest, like I hit depression during my third year of college, and then I couldn't focus. Third year of my during that fucking project that I told you about that I still get
Oh,
triggered to this
right.
day.
Oh right, yeah, that.
And then like they just sort of saw me just like outside, and they were just like, Beverly, are you okay? Do you want to come with us and have a drink? And I'm like, oh my god, professor asking me to have a drink with them. What is this?
Yeah, I know.
But the fact is that you can talk to them and they actually have good advice when dealing with like depression and anxieties, and I was surprised.
You know what? I wish I had like known that earlier because I think my first 2 semesters was my roughest. I guess
Yeah.
adjusting. It's difficult. It really is. It's like
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know.
the transition and stuff.
Yeah, and like the group of friends that I was with right at that time were really my kind of group, you know. So I've kind of felt like, what is it? What I'm sad, and that definitely affected my. Actually, no, that was like when I just didn't do anything but just studied, and in terms of like in terms of school, that was the best time for me.
Yeah.
But mentally, I hated everything because all I did was just like it wasn't fun, and then I grew from that. I don't know.
I was lucky enough to like find a person or two that I clicked with. I think for me that made my transition a little bit more bearable, I would say. So that was lucky for me.
Mhm.
but after that, it's just like getting used to everything else, and it really put me down
Yeah.
in the midst of my second term and my third term when things got really bad with the project. That it was so horrible. It was like I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. I tried to work, and it was just like it was so much going on, and it's a horrible feeling because you don't think too much about it until it physically affects you.
I
Like you
know.
can, like you can feel it.
Yeah.
It's not just when it gets to a point where you know it's just not in your head anymore. That when your hands start shaking and then just your body
And then you start like
just
weirdly
just
having
doesn't
echoes in
feel.
your head. I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not
And then
fun.
it becomes real. It's like, oh my God, am I going into like depression? And if this is depression, oh my, then what is chronic depression like? So it's kind of like, oh my God, no, 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 this isn't happening.
Yeah. So was that well? Since so your project was the trigger
So,
to your depression.
yeah, because because of the project, and then because of my producer for the project, who was also my flatmate, and she, it was one of the situations where you can be friends with the person, but you can't work with them.
Oh yeah, by all
And
means, yes.
yeah, and she was really bad at it, and she was bad at time management, and she was giving me more than I could deliver.
That's not
And
good.
at first I was just like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with me? Because this is my friend. I should be able to work with my friend.
No, no. I wouldn't.
But then like,
I
but then
wouldn't
it's like
work with a lot
it
of my
really
friends.
started to affect our relationship, and like I didn't want to see her. I didn't want to talk to her, and that just
Is
added
this your
to my
best friend?
stress. Yes, sort of,
Oh,
almost my
that's
best friend.
okay.
It's just like a flatmate that I was close to, and I enjoyed, being friends with her. But then it came to a point where, like I don't want to see her, I don't want to talk to her. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? Maybe it's just my mood, maybe it's just work. It was all of these like clusterfuck of emotion and stuff that were piling on each other.
Uh-huh.
And it was only until like I went to one of my professors, and he said that, you know what, I think the problem is this project. It's not working for you. And then I was like, oh my God. Like, if that's true, then what do I do? And then he said, you just get out of it. It's okay. You can, there's no shame in, taking yourself out of the situation or shutting down the group or canceling the project. You can always join another one. And I was just like, yeah.
And
It's
then you
like
did.
once when I know that I could do that, I just sort of like got up and left the project, and then I joined another one, and I felt better like after I joined the next project.
Yeah, imagine. And
Yeah,
when a project's really messing with you, especially, and it really does make you feel bad because you don't want to lose your friend, right? And you want
yeah,
to,
yeah.
uh, oh man,
Because
sometimes it's
before I
just,
left, before I left the project, I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna hate me now because um she's gonna feel that I betray her or something like that. Like all these things going through my mind, but then I was just like, I have to stop this. I need to get better.
yeah, like,
So
sorry,
yeah, it's okay. Go on.
like if I'm not happy, I think I hope that my friend would like understand and care about my well-being than the project and the
Yeah,
project and her pride, right? Or his or her
yeah,
pride.
yeah,
Yeah, and I kind of expect that off of any of the people I know. That's just like, sometimes this is so much more important,
yeah, yeah.
like than this stupid project. So,
Mm.
well, does she understand then, or
She was like, she was pissed for a few days, and then like I think the project got to her as well.
yeah?
It stressed her out as well.
Well, it
And
is.
because of that, she started
Big project.
micromanaging everybody else. And once she calmed down and she looked at the project, it was not going anywhere. Obviously, I'm not working on it anymore. So she canceled it as well and joined another project. And, we all felt better in the end. Even though, like, my friendship with her is not the same anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but it, it it was the right decision to do.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That sounded like a horrible time.
So
I
like,
wouldn't want to get stuck
yes,
in that at all.
it's a bad time, but you know, looking back, it's like it's another life lesson.
Yeah, it is, and it is all just one big life lesson.
Yeah. So it's like, am I glad it happened? I don't know, but I learned something from it.
Yeah, I feel you. A lot of and a lot of life lessons are like that. Like, if I chose for this to happen again, would I want it
It's
to?
like, well, I wouldn't want
Nah.
to happen. I wouldn't want it to happen again, but now I know how to sort of deal with a
Deal with it
situation like that
after,
now.
because then chances are situations like that will come up later in life.
Yeah,
Who knows?
pretty much. Pretty sure.
Shoot. Okay.
God bless your face.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I've had actually lot. You know what? First and second semesters, I said first and second semester is worst. I think the time when some person like messaged me and about that was insane.
About what?
You know that since I'm streaming, I can't really say it. I know, but you know what? Fuck it, I'll just say it. When I got messaged about potentially like just taking down my
Oh yeah,
everything.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I bet like it was like uncalled for and
Oh man, like I was okay. I was all right with like, okay, if he feels that way, then I did it because he feels that way. He's my, I kind of respect him as a teacher and whatever. But my God, that was like that broke every foundation.
I can imagine.
Oh my God, that broke a lot of like foundations of who I am. It it
And it has to be like a scary feeling as well to like suddenly get something like that thrown at you.
Yeah, a lot of me changed. I changed a lot since then. Like since right after that happened.
As a person.
Like got out of a relationship too during that time. Snap.
Oh man.
That was an odd era. It really, I don't know. Like, I had no idea what to think after that.
It's a very extreme situation that you were introduced to.
I don't know.
So of course you would know like how to handle yourself. And you know, having something like that being thrown at you from a person that you thought you could confide in, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, I really did think that, you know, and
Yeah. So obviously, you know, to be honest, if that happened to me, I would have like a lot of trust issue. I assume you probably went through a little bit of that.
Trust
Kind
issues?
of.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
Trust,
It's just how.
maybe. Actually, no. I became distant to the person I was with, like at the time, and I think that's a natural progression because I didn't feel like I want to like I don't know.
Yeah, you were trying to be like cautious, like from then on.
And like I was just like I know it sucks. It's not. I want to say yourself. I know it's super like whiny, but like your self worth gets like I don't know. You kind of feel like okay, am I really like that's all I am like that I plagiarized it, you know, like all my work and everything, and all that I did, and it wasn't like real, you know. I know. that wasn't fun. That was an odd time.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened.
Yeah, I even actually talked to I only talked to some people about it too.
Yeah.
Like I wish I wanted to open up more, and I should have opened up more, but actually maybe not. You know, I'm doing fine right now, so it's good I
Yeah.
didn't open up
I
about
don't
it at
know.
all.
I don't know. I wish you could have talked to somebody else too that could have helped you, but like you said, it's a very touchy subject, and you know
Yeah.
when it involves all of those, you know, like lawyers and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
You're not sure who you should turn to or if you should bring it up at all.
Yeah, like I talked to my parents. My parents is just like, "You won't do anything." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Okay, all right." And I actually talked to Mr. Frost about it
Yeah. Oh, and what did he say?
because like it was I went back this summer, and he was like, consult the lawyer, and chances are he won't be able to do anything. And I'm like, okay, yeah,
Oh.
which is sound. And he didn't do anything because I
Mhm.
kind of removed all my stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So I had to. I mean, all things considered, I think my stuff now is so much better than what I had in that portfolio anyway. You know, but I don't know.
Well, you found your own ground and like you
Oh
found
yeah, yeah,
your own style to go with.
yep. I found like what I can do and like really opened up all of the like I don't know avenues that could pursue,
Yes.
and that is all that matters, I guess.
Preach.
Hashtag preach.
Okay, tomorrow I gotta set a goal. I need to get this rough done tomorrow.
Tomorrow you got a what?
Tomorrow I need to get this rough sketch done and at least submit like a blog.
Yeah, I just had like an introduction.
Oh man, writing. That's not my strong point.
Rain is fun.
It's okay. I'm not gonna be judged on my grammar. Hopefully.
Whoa, giant hole in the car. Whatever.
Keep it.
Fine. Keep it. We're keeping it.
It's like cars with no holes are so mainstream.
Boring. Yeah. This car is
in
holy.
in this world,
Holy
cars with
car.
holes is the shit.
Oh my god. This is too sad.
Why? What?
The
What happened?
Beatles. No, music's too sad. I need something hype.
Put on sugar.
Oh my god. This girl at the pointy nose one.
Mhm.
I showed
Is
it.
that
I print screen. Um, I print screened this and to show it to her, and her comment. She said, "What you do? Wait, what is that? What did you do to my boob?" I'm like, oh god. She's so like upfront. I'm like, ah.
Well, you should have seen your boob before it got covered.
Yeah.
Don't tell her that though.
I'm pretty sure she's okay with that. She's pretty open.
What did you do to my
Both
boob?
dude.
Well, if you think I did something to it now, you should have seen it
you should have seen it a couple of hours ago.
Ah,
Have you seen Kubo?
Yes, I have.
What do you think?
I like the animation. The story, I don't know. The story, I thought it was a little lacking.
Oh my god, like it really did felt like they had all these plot points and they had to
Yeah.
cover it all.
I. Mm, it's like I kind of knew that the mother was the monkey and the father was the
Yeah,
beetle.
that's what I was like, yep, this is what happened.
There wasn't much of a plot twist, and then in the end they made it like, oh, both of them died anyway, and now Kubo is alone.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Well, what is the closure?
Yeah.
What is the closure? So he lost both his parents. He's
Yeah.
still alone. Who does he have now?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up actually.
And his grandfather is no longer a god, and he's just this guy
Old dude.
with a memory loss, and everybody forgives him. It's like, so what now? What is the closure?
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. I didn't think it was as good. But the
Yeah.
animation is to. That's what like the animation
Oh, I
is
love and I
to
love
die
the
for.
Crow sister. It's like I wish
Yeah.
we've seen more of her. It's like just how vicious she got in the end, but then like, still, what is the closure? That's my question. Because this boy set up to go find his father. Halfway was already with his father, and then was revealed that the beetle was his father, but then the father died. Quite suddenly as well. It's just like so anticlimactic.
Yeah. Nope. Oh god, it was bad. I don't know. The ending wasn't
He,
too
he got
great.
he got the father got
I
stabbed in
was
the back, and then like that, dead.
and then that's it. Yeah. I was like, yeah, there has to be yeah,
There has to be something like in the end,
yeah.
kill the sister, and then his father comes back to life. The curse is broken. I don't know.
Yeah, but nope. Nope.
And then like his mother got taken out in that flash of light when he uses the power or something.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Or his mother already sort of loses her form once, and she was the monkey, and then the monkey died. I don't know. The ending it still left me like, but I
Nothing.
needed more.
Yeah. Wished I got more information. It was just kind of left hanging there.
So he I don't know. Did he made a grave for his parents and pushed out the lantern into that water thing? You know. So what does he do now after that? Does he go back to
Yeah, is
his
he like
home up in
alone?
the cave and
Yeah.
continue his storytelling in town forever?
The kid's gonna be poor for. Well, he attracts a lot of a lot of a lot of customers.
The
So
kid's gonna be poor forever.
I know. I mean, for real, he's an orphan.
Yeah, but there is no other way.
There is no other way.
And I was wondering, like in the beginning when he goes to town, does people give him money
Yeah, right.
for
They
starting
did
the
it
town?
all
Because
for
we never
free.
see that. We never see he earned anything from it.
Yep.
So how did he feed his mom all
What if-
these years?
What if he's just like, oh, and one of those people who are just like, oh, I only do it for the art, not for the money.
But how do you? But what do you use to buy your rice?
Well, exactly, right?
And like I was wondering, like so his mom got weak and only wakes up at night or during the day. I don't know. His mom was like semi-weak and ill. So did she take care of him until he could take care of himself, and then he started to take care of his mom after that? This is so cruel on the kid.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think too much about this thing. Like ever since I took cinematography class, I started dissecting everything.
Oh, look at you. Oh my god. Okay.
It's like now you ruin me watching a movie.
Yeah, that tends to happen. Now you just like look at things and you have to be like, okay, look at the camera angle, see how that.
Now that I look at thing and I look like, so how did that get there and who did it get there? This doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. Plot holes.
yeah. Now that like looking at like 3D animation now, it's you can dissect like the
It's like sometimes I need to tell myself to switch it off and just watch the damn
I know,
movie.
right? Because sometimes I'll just be sitting there like, okay,
It's like
that's
remember it's how it is when I watch Kingsglaive. That's why I couldn't like enjoy it for what it is because my head is going like, well, why is this happening? Why is this angle happening? Why is it filmed from this point of view and not the other point? But overall, I still like Kingsglaive.
yeah. I mean, Kingslaves
Oh,
is pretty solid. For what it is, it's pretty solid. A solid anime movie thing, animated CGI movie.
yeah, it looks really good. And I actually like the protagonist. I don't know, I like Nyx.
Nyx is cool. Nyx a cool dude.
Like at first glance, he seems like one of those
Cookie cutter.
righteous,
Yeah.
yeah, like righteous hero that, oh, I'm not all good, but I'm actually all good, and I'm like honor, sense of honor, stuff. But I don't know what is it about him, because he's not quite great, because he's done good throughout the whole movie, but you don't feel that he's a goody two shoe.
Yep.
So I still don't know what made him pretty good for the character he was written to be. Maybe it's because his dialogue felt real, I think.
Mm,
I don't know.
yeah.
Or maybe it's because he didn't fall into the trope of, oh, I gotta watch the princess, therefore he's gonna suddenly fall in love with her.
Oh yeah, that I hate that.
Yeah, I think it's because of that.
That's a good big
But
part of why.
but thank God that didn't happen. But I still like the chemistry between them. But I like that it's not forced.
Yeah.
It's like you can interpret it however you want, but still the way the movie presents their interaction together, it feels natural.
Yeah.
It feels suitable. It's not one of those, oh, she's a princess, so I must not look at her. But he genuinely
Yep.
just like doing his job, so that's good. Yeah, there we go.
And yeah, and you know what? A big part of why it's also good is no forced romance. That's annoying as
Yeah.
fuck. That is the worst. I hate that so much. Like,
Yeah, I think so. I think because like he generally looks after her, takes care of her because that's his job, and he knows like, okay, this is what I have to do. Not because he had this inner motive where he's secretly in love with her or not, but it's actually what he has to do and what he thinks it's the right thing to do. And I'm still salty about Crow. Why did you kill Crow?
she's such a good. She has a nice character design, and then she just dies.
After I played the game, I think like she could have had like a bigger role because like the stuff and theory behind her character is very interesting.
Yeah.
I can't believe they did that. Because she's also in a lot of the promo art, and she's like the main character, and like, who kills the main character?
Yeah.
Looks like a main character.
It was super. Yeah, it was just like she's gonna be there for a while because trio tends to be a good.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like Nyx, Crow, and Libertus, the other guy. Yeah.
Libertus, yeah. And
Though Libertus like got a little lost for me, like the focus on him was drowned out by all of these things happening
yeah,
with the king and insomnia. So for like the second half of the movie, I forgot that Libertus exists.
Yeah, it was it was hard to keep up with Libertas. Actually, I didn't really understood his plot line until the second watch through, which is super bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, another thing that sort of bugs me a little bit is just the consistency and the character design. Because you have these main characters who are designed so elaborately that the other background character is just so bland in
oh yeah,
comparison.
that's
You know, the other Kingsclaves member, like Perma or the other guy, which I thought was, could be an interesting character, but their design is just so bland that there's no personality to them. It's like there's a lot of potential for them to add more color to the main character, to be, the supporting character to the main character.
Yeah, they didn't.
But
That's the an aspect that's prevalent in CGI movies.
yeah,
Every CGI movie like that's in this like that's been made has that issue.
and I understand that it's time consuming to put on a lot of thoughts into design if
But
they
it
don't
does
appear.
it does like affect it negatively, It does.
Yeah, because in the background character, it just looks like they're copy paste, and you can see the contrast on the design. Like if you put Luna Freya into a crowd, and the crowd is just like bland people, it just looks so uncanny.
Yeah, it's just like why did they? And they all look very cookie cutter. No.
Mm.
And I have to say, some of the voice acting get better.
Yeah, Crow's voice actor just didn't sync with the animation.
Yep. And
That's the first thing
it's also the lip sync is to the English,
Yeah.
so no excuse.
Yeah, Crows, especially in Crows, because I was drawn to Crow, and that's why I noticed it right away. That her lip sync, like the way she expresses herself, is more subtle than the voice. The voice is so shouting, and her
Yeah.
lips is just like doesn't
Move much.
complement the voice.
This is nice music. I don't remember putting this on here.
I sort of miss Nyx when playing the game. Like Nyx was
Do you
such a
get to,
cool
like-
character.
Is there hints to that he was not alive, but like of his
No.
existence?
Very minimum.
that's a
It's like 1% of Nyx is in the game.
So
I have to say.
he wasn't even like a big deal. What? He was supposed to. You should be rewarded.
In regards to Nyx, this is it's not much of a spoiler because he's not in the game. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that.
Yeah, just saying.
He's not in the game.
Yeah, I know he's not in the game, but like, man, to disregard him completely.
I expected him not to be a character in the game because obviously he died in the movie, but there was no mention of him whatsoever. Apart from you can get his weapon in game and a scene in the very end, but still, it didn't really do much.
Wow. Do you see his dad,
Is what?
the king?
Ah,
Lucius.
King. Minimum as well. See, this is why I'm confused because throughout the development they say it was going to be about a father and son story, but it really wasn't.
Sounds like it wasn't.
kind
What?
of-
That sounds like it wasn't at all, actually.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Like you don't get Regis in the game, and to be honest, you get very minimum of Luna as well.
Luna Freya?
Yeah, you don't get a lot of Luna Freya as well.
No! She's like.
And yeah, and it was pretty disappointing because they set up Luna's gonna help him and she's gonna go find him and it's like
And she's so cool as a character,
I like her better in Kingsgrave, to be honest.
Oh, well, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I haven't played it, so.
In the game, it's unless you're invested in Luna and you sort of fill in the blanks yourself. Apart from that, they could have put more with her.
They could.
Because a lot of things she does, it happens off screen, I'm gonna say. A lot of the things you hear about what she do, it happens off screen. And when you finally meet her, okay, it's a little heartfelt and, not to see Luna again, but after that, unless they're going to add another more cutscenes or any other scenes that help elaborate their situation in the DLC, and in the main game, it's very flat.
Oh, that's a shame. That sucks. That's
I
sad.
mean, you get this one cinematic scene that's very heartfelt.
Okay. Do
It's
they love
like-
each other? Right? What's happening there?
It's very confusing, though.
So does he what?
So do you mind if I talk about it?
No, talk
you
to
know,
me about it. I'm okay. Me,
you
I
okay
don't.
with that?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's past
Okay.
the point where I need to care if I know spoilers or not. And it's
Okay.
been a.
Like, are you sure? Because like, if you're unsure, then I'm not gonna say anything.
No, I haven't played. I'm not gonna be able to play it for a long time, so just
Yeah.
say it.
Well, it's set up as them having this like long distance relationship, unofficial long distance relationship.
Uh-huh.
Because she's in Tenebrae and they've been separated for like I don't know how many years ever since Tenebrae got attacked.
Yep.
And then the betrothal, and then Noctis just heard about it. I think Luna loves him intensely and she wants to help guide him.
Uh-huh.
And then after a while, her feelings starts to develop on her own. As in, I actually want to be with him now as a person.
Okay.
But Noctis, I'm not sure because Noctis doesn't really show much. But I think deep down he also has this, he wants to see Luna again, and maybe he clung to that emotion so strongly that maybe from there he starts to love her, even though they're like miles apart. I don't know. They don't
Wow.
show it explicitly that they're in love with each other. Maybe it's just like them yearning just to be reunited, and like they just don't mind the marriage.
Okay. Maybe. Holy crap.
But for me, I don't know. My opinion is that they just want to see each other so much, and then they just don't care about the marriage. Like if
So
they
it's
get
just
married,
like a
cool,
thing
whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
It's because they're both royal. They probably understand. Like, we have to marry anyway. But I want to see you, and I really want to see you.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's been so long, Luna Freya.
Because it kind of. It almost feels more sibling than anything.
Yeah, it does. It feels more platonic to me than
Yeah.
an actual lover.
Yeah, it's
But
oddly.
but the
like
way
that.
the game does it, it's like they push you like, no, they're actually lovers. But for me, it feels more platonic.
Yeah, it does because she cares about him more like a sibling than it is.
She's like 2 years older, 4 years older than her, than Noctis.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, that's right.
Luna
She's
is
also
older.
which is fine. But man, like elder
Like
sibling.
age difference for me is like I don't know. It's not a big deal for me as long as they're both adults and nothing funny is going on.
Nothing funny is going on. What do you mean?
I don't know. People make this huge big deal about age difference, and somebody just went like, well, when like Luna is 4 years older than Noctis, so it's
Yeah,
like,
I don't think it's
so
a
she
problem
wants
at
to.
all. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's.
But then I'm like they always do like, oh, you're wanting to be with your significant other when they're 10, and you are like 14. That's weird.
Like,
But like, why are you looking at them at that age? Why?
What the fuck?
And I'm just like, why are you looking at them when they're like children? Why don't you look at them like now as adults?
Yeah, that's kind of
So-
a childish way of thinking.
Yeah, so I'm just like, why are you looking at them as kids? Like, of course they're not going to be thinking like that because they're children.
That's so odd.
But as an adult, then like, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know, at least that's my point of view. Like, when people try to use that as an argument, it's just like, well, why are you thinking of them as kids and not as the adult as they are? And age different, like, if they're both adult and they're both consenting, then, what?
That's kind of dumb and like way of thinking. Not yours, but like, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those, like, social justice warrior trying to be, like, too righteous. cherry picking, like picking everything apart, trying to find something wrong just
Oh
for the
my
sake
god,
of
why are you
society.
going out with patriarchy? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh
I
my
don't know
god,
what.
she's like 14 and he's like 10. I find that very problematic. It's like, what the.
It's also a bourgeoisie. Oh my god. Can't believe you're going out of the bourgeoisie.
Yeah. I was actually surprised that she's older than Noct.
You're surprised that she's older than Noctis? I thought she was. I mean, from the Kingsglaive, it looked like she
No,
was
when
older.
before me watching Kingsglaive,
Oh, okay. Alright.
and I just saw it like, oh, she's older than Noctis, and then watching Kingsglaive, it's like, oh, okay, she's actually older than him.
It's very weird. I have to agree.
Tenebrae.
It's interesting.
I didn't even
though,
know
I mean,
that.
like, I
Didn't
thought.
even know it was pronounced Tenebrae. I keep saying Tenebrae.
I mean, I don't blame you. I kind of
It looks like a Tenebrae.
looks like Tenebrae.
It is pronounced Nox Fleuret, not Nox Fleuret.
Okay, I know
Just
that.
like, fuck.
I knew about that. Nox Floret. Florets of what do you call
The
it?
T is silent,
Cauliflower.
and it's like, for fuck's sake.
That's what.
Like, I have trouble pronouncing stuff in general. Don't need to make it harder for me. Woo!
All fancy names. So when are you gonna start playing Final Fantasy X and that?
Ugh,
And
I
the
don't
rest?
know. Never, I think. I
Why?
don't know, I like 15. It's so funny because I actually enjoy 15 despite all of its flaws. And when I tell people like, oh, 15 is sort of like my first Final Fantasy, and they're all like, oh, my condolences, I'm so sorry. It's like, why? What's wrong with it? I know there's like a lot of things wrong
No,
with
it
it,
was
but
good. I think it was like, if any,
it's
no.
decent. I had fun.
I
So
tell you,
why? What's wrong?
I tell you what, Final Fantasy 15, I think, simply because of the gameplay itself, I think it's already so much more fun than it is like the old games.
Really?
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know.
I love
I
Final Fantasy
enjoyed
7. 7 is still my favorite, but a lot of it's nostalgia because the gameplay for Final Fantasy, the newer Final Fantasy are so much better.
hmm I know that I'm a little like late in the franchise, and I just only started looking at what Versus 13 could have been, and I wish like, oh, they actually did Versus 13, the original concept for Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, it was supposed to be versus 13.
When
Okay,
it's
Final
the theme was
Fantasy
supposed to
13.
be darker.
Yep, Final Fantasy 13 isn't good in my opinion. I don't like it.
Well, I'm not talking about 13. I'm talking about Versus 13. What 15 could have been,
Yeah,
or
what
originally
15
intended
was
to be.
supposed to be, and then it
Yeah.
got delayed to hell. I remember
Yeah.
being super hyped about it, and then just
13
not
is
hearing
the
about it
online
anymore.
game, is it?
13? 14
Yeah.
is the
Is it?
online game.
Oh, okay, 14.
13 is the one with lightning in it.
Oh, okay, so that's alright. I don't know much about the Lightning one. No, I know that
It's a
there's mixed reviews
clusterfuck.
on it.
It's a clusterfuck. It was like it's so much. I haven't finished it because I was like I'm done. But I've had I watched cutscenes.
Okay.
I know it's just a lot. It was just I didn't understand it too much.
I enjoyed 15 and like the world lore behind it, and also the theory behind all of the lores. Like that's what got me in too deep with the lore in the world and the 6 gods.
What?
Well, they have these like gods that exist in the world, like the six Ifrit, Shiva, whatever, Bahamut.
Bahamut. Bahamut. Most of them are
Bahamut.
in. All those guys are in most of the Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, yeah, I heard
Shiva,
as well
in
that
particular. Shiva.
there was like
Bahamut too. The trademark shit.
there's incarnation of them that's all around in the previous Final Fantasy, but they're all like separated, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like they're different entities
Yep.
with just the same name.
Yep, same name, different look, different whatever. Usually there's this theme to it. I mean, Shiva's always ice.
Mhm.
Ifrit is always fire. You know, Bahamut's
Yeah.
always a fucking legendary dragon thing.
Hmm.
And yeah, there's
Yeah, it's pretty
always-
much the same in 15 as well. Like Shiva is still like Ice Nymphy Ifrit. Ifrit is like an Infernian god, and Bahamut is, well, he doesn't look like a dragon in this film per se. He's more like, he looks like a giant, a more giant version of the Lucii.
Oh right,
Yes.
the Lucii. Do you get the ring in the game, right? How's
Yes, you
that?
do. It was very difficult to use the ring, and now I think they patched it, and I think the ring is now super OP.
That's what I heard. That's what I
Yeah.
saw too.
I haven't tried it yet, but apparently the ring is like super OP that you can just like
Death.
banish an adamant toys into another dimension.
Yeah. Wait, what are they called?
What?
What are they called? What? The thingy.
What thingy?
What did you say? Banish what?
Adamant toys, I think that's what you call it.
I don't
It's
know.
like one of this
what
like
that
big
is.
world boss. There's a giant turtle.
Oh.
It's like a giant turtle size of a mountain.
Alright.
It would be like so time consuming to like kill it, but now you can just like, apparently you can just banish it, but I don't know, maybe you have to do something before you can do that. Because otherwise that's like ridiculous.
Final Fantasy gets pretty like the combat and there used to be in most of the Final Fantasy games there's 9999 builds which
Mhm.
you hit for max
Like,
damage.
yeah. That's pretty much for everything. Like for Dark Souls, you hit like 999 as well for like max build.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh no, not like levels, but damage.
Oh, okay. I don't know, I haven't hit that yet. I haven't grind.
My cousin used to just do that, and I'm just like, whoa, what? How?
I mean, right now the DLC is coming out, then there's one more DLC to go. I hope they do more. I think I'm looking forward to the third DLC. The first DLC didn't really do much for me. The second got a little better.
First DLC for what is this?
It's so their DLC is based on the three guys that hang around with Noctis, so Gladiolus, Prompto, and Ignis. There's a section in the main game where they went off to do their own thing, and that's what the DLC is about.
Oh right. Oh yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
DLC.
Yeah. Gladio's DLC was kind of boring for me.
A what? Gladius?
Gladio's, yeah. It's when he left and he said, oh, I gotta do something on my own, gotta figure this out on my own, so he went off, and that's what the DLC was about. I don't know, from the trailer I got like a little hype, because there's this character called Corleones,
Uh-huh.
that he's called like the Immortal Core, and I was like, oh, maybe we'll get to see like why he's called immortal. Is he actually immortal?
Does it? Does it?
Doesn't
show.
doesn't
No.
doesn't seem to be like an immortal. He's just got named immortal
You just
for the
named
sake of.
that because for shits and giggles.
I don't know, but then like you get the concept art when he was with like King Regis when Regis was younger, and then he looks exactly the same as he
Oh,
does
maybe he
now.
is immortal. What?
So maybe he is immortal, but then it feels like the DLC sort of downplays that name to sort of trick us, like, maybe he's not immortal, maybe it's just a nickname.
Okay, so
I'm like,
it
what?
doesn't do it justice.
It's a little like, meh.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I was like looking forward to learning more about core, and then this didn't really learn much about core.
you're putting like Dark Souls comp, like Dark Souls development
No, I legit
process
wanted to know more.
What?
No, I legit wanted to know more about the character for
Yeah.
the character's sake, not that I want to dig into more of his lore or anything, but
Yeah, I know.
the Corleones was like, I don't know, one of the guards, and he seemed to be like one of the main characters in the game that was supposed to help us, and it got cut. And knowing that he was going to be in DLC, I thought, okay, maybe we know
we're
about
gonna
him
have
here.
to know more about him, and maybe you can like learn about who he is. But yeah, no, that's kind of sad. Usually it should be better than that, you know.
It's like because I know, because they're not from Soft, they're not gonna do something super cryptic, but
That'd be cool.
they just
I
didn't.
wish every game that did that. Okay, maybe not every game, but a lot of
Yeah,
games
yeah.
are doing it.
But I don't know. I think they just didn't
Well enough.
write him to his full potential.
Okay, fair enough.
Because you just felt a little kind of bland for a guy who was like in like the King's Guard and got the nickname the Immortal, and just had a really anticlimactic backstory.
He's just a dude, just going through life. He's just like, hey man, what's up? Oh, you're the king, you're the prince. Yeah, like, hey man.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Like, I'm Core the Immortal. Nice to meet you.
What up? Yeah.
It's like, so why are you named the Immortal? Well, funny story, actually. Let me just sit you down and talk to you about it, buddy. It's like, what? Are you serious? Also, in Prompton, we get to know about what happened to Prompton when he got chopped down that train.
You got what?
Did you get to the part where...
I didn't get
Noctis...
anywhere, I didn't play.
Okay. Okay, so something happened and like the bad guy tricked Noctis and used some illusion magic, and he ended up pushing Prompto off the train when he thought he was pushing the bad guy off the train. Yeah, so Prompto fell off the train.
Snap, okay.
And his DLC was about him just like trying to find his way back, and then he discovered something along the way. And finally reuniting with the groups.
You go on a train in this game?
Yeah, you get a train scene. When you have to go back to like... I think you get on a train to get to Tenebrae, and then from Tenebrae to go to Gralia, which is the city in Niflheim.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII has train scenes, and like Final Fantasy VIII has train scenes. I don't think Final Fantasy 9, no, this is definitely Final Fantasy X doesn't have a train scene. Usually they'll have a scene with transport or something, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god, we're on we're on a train," and hype it up.
And the fact is, you get on a train like straight after everything with the shit, so it's not really like, "Oh my god, we're on a train." It's just everybody's sulking in the train.
Oh my god, and then but like. And then he got attacked, so Prompto got like pushed off.
Like he got mind fucked by Arden, and Arden was just like messing with Noctis like throughout the train ride. And apparently they got onto like the roof of the train, or I think that the train got attacked by Magitech, and Noctis got onto the roof to deal with them, and then Arden shows up, and he was in doing his illusion thingy, and then he pushed Prompto off the train.
Wait, Arden is which guy is Arden?
The Chancellor guy.
Oh right, yes, him.
The guy with the hobo-looking guy with a hat.
Yes. So badass looking.
I love Arden though as a villain. Like he's just so bad, and he sounds so slimy.
He sounds so slimy.
Just like sometimes when
Ooh.
he's,
Oh my
just
god.
like sometimes when
he's
he's
so...
speaking his tone, you just feel like, ugh, get that off me.
Ooh, he's so dreamy. His voice sounds so slimy. Gross.
Like, ugh, get that off me, like gross. Ugh. And then when they, then you spend all these time in this game like trying to get to Alticia. So you're like, oh my god, everything's gonna be so great when we get to Alticia. But no, things went to shit when you get to Alticia.
What?
You were supposed to meet. You were supposed to meet Luna Freya in this city called Alticia. Apparently, that's where they were gonna have their wedding. And like for the first part of the game, you were like all hyped trying to get to Alticia. Just like, oh, we're gonna finally meet Luna. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna get married. But like everything went to shit when you get to Alticia.
Really?
Yeah. So okay, obviously the wedding didn't happen. And after all this time when you were traveling to get to Alticia, Luna's also been doing like her communion with all the gods to get their blessing for Noctis. So like forge a covenant with the gods for Noctis. And now she has to awaken Leviathan in Alticia to forge a covenant with Leviathan for Noctis. So pretty much like get the gods' power for Noctis. What happens is that her brother, Ravis, sort of sided with the Niflheim and brought the Macutex to
I remember that.
Alticia.
What's his name? Yeah.
Ravis. Yeah. He looks so different as well from the game and into the movie.
Wait, he's alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
What the hell?
Spoiler.
No,
Ravis is alive.
He was alive? What the hell? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought he died.
So his arm got burned off, and now he has a Macutech arm.
That's kind of... Man, I thought he was dead. It looked like,
He's not dead.
if you put on the ring, you fucking die. You get fucked.
But apparently it only burns off his arm.
Oh, that's kind of lame. Man, then why the fuck did they kill him? Why the hell did they kill, Noct?
Nyx. I think they killed Nyx because, like, Nyx... What happened with Ravis is that his arm got burned and then, I guess, it burned off his finger and the ring slipped off or something. But Nyx actually, like, made a deal with the Lucii, and the Lucii granted him power, and, like, it's a seal that he has to die.
Yeah, I know about that, but, like... Why?
But Ravis is alive. Commander Ravis Nox Flore.
Not Flore.
So yeah, that happened. Ravis is alive, but not for long.
Oh, then you kill him, I'd imagine.
It's such a shitty way to die as well.
Really?
In fact, it happened off screen, and then you stumble into him, and he's already dead.
What? He was already dead. What do you mean?
And then, like, so further on to the story, you get into, like, this, to Niflheim's base where they have the crystal. And apparently, Ravis was killed off screen.
Oh, what? That's
So
lame.
Yeah, so you find him again, but his corpse is already there for you to find with your father's sword. Because apparently, he had a change of heart after Luna Freya died.
Wait, Luna Freya dies?
Oh, spoilers.
No! What the fuck? Luna Freya dies?
Yes, she died.
Ah!
And Calvin, it was also off screen.
Okay, that's kind of lame. That's
A
lame.
lot of things happen off screen. That's like one of the main problems I had. Like everything
Why?
happened off screen.
Why is it off screen? That's like...
So the way Luna died was that because she was doing all of this Oracle stuff, it had a toll on her health, and Leviathan was only going to weaken her further. And like during this attack, then she got to Noctis, and Arden actually stabbed Luna.
Oh shit. that's kind of.
Arden stabbed Luna, but she didn't die right away. So she helped Noctis, and then there was this scene where, like, they were finally going to collapse Leviathan to get the Leviathan power, and then the waves sort of like swallowed them. But then you get this flash, and then you put into like you meet Luna again in this sort of like dream like trance, and she was like, Noctis, it's finally glad to see you again, yada yada, feelsy, but this is where we must part way. And then she gave him the ring, and then she just like got swallowed into the darkness, and then Noctis wakes up in like a room with Ignis, and Ignis like, Luna Freya is passed.
Lunar Free is what?
Luna Freya has passed on.
Oh my god.
So she's like, what?
Oh, so she's dead. That's so fucked up. I thought she was gonna kick ass. What is this? I'm kind of pissed, actually.
No, it's like a lot of. When I say a lot of things happen off screen, it literally happened off screen, like a lot.
Man, they could have had at least a cutscene, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I cutscene for them actually like spending time together, but that didn't even happen.
Oh my god, that's lame. They should have just had like a cutscene of them spending time, you know, getting to know, and then fucking kill her.
Yeah, like catching up.
Yeah, and so that has much more of an impact. Oh my god. What are you thinking, Final Fantasy? What are you thinking?
Here we go. Let me just send you the whole sequence. I think this is the one. I'll send it to you on Skype. Watch it. Watch it with me.
Where is it? There it is.
Here.
Okay, cool. Let's watch
it.
this. Ooh, my legs. My back. Okay, it's opening.
Okay.
It's loading.
So that's
loading.
when like. So this is when he has to sort of fight Leviathan to like get the power of the gods from Leviathan.
Uh-huh.
Is it loading for you now?
It's still loading. Weird.
No.
So it's not. Let's see. Okay, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Right. Yeah, go.
Oh, snap. What? Whoa, she hasn't tried him. That's kind of badass. Oh,
Yeah.
she's dying.
Yeah, but she didn't get to use it though.
That moment when. Oh, snap!
Now, about that ring. On second thought, you let him have it.
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck!
And do remind him about the crystal.
I know Lena Dunham,
Oh, Prince, your bride awaits!
like, she's a really good voice actress, but it doesn't match with Luna Frey.
I will pass the ring
I don't know, it just
to the
doesn't
rightful
match.
king.
Oh,
Another curious thing, like Arden's sort of slapped her, and then all of her hair and her braids just sort of
Fulfilled.
fell off.
All enthralled to darkness
what?
shall know peace.
What part are you at now?
Oh, oh, she's getting slapped. Oh, and her, yeah,
Oh, there.
her braids
Yeah,
fell.
her hair. Just like poof.
That was a hard hit. Oh crap. Knocked her. He's kind of an asshole.
Arden.
How sweet.
Such a big fatty.
Lady Luna Freya. You first.
got shanked. Where did she get shanked? In the stomach? Oh shit, it's alive. That is a badass alive. Oh.
Oh, Luna. Also the soundtrack. I love it.
No shadows. And she healed him for her last magic trick.
It's sort of she's calling like all of the weapons of the Lucia for him.
Oh snap!
So the armature weapons.
This looks so badass though.
So maybe when you come to Thailand, you can play it on my PS4.
What?
So when you come to Thailand, you can play Final Fantasy 15
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
down
PS4.
for that. And actually finish like Bloodborne.
Yeah.
With
No, see, so you got Nier, Final Fantasy, and Bloodborne.
All right. Okay. Cool.
It's done.
It's done. This is a long thing.
Luna, folks is finally together, but he's unconscious. Oh, so close,
Yet so far.
so far. Despite her lack of screen time, the cinematic is still beautiful.
Lavender. Oh no, it's one of these like
Noctis.
in a pit in a pit of flowers
Yeah.
and white background.
Luna?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like skybox situation.
So, you found your way here. And you found me.
Oh
A
snap.
chance to see you once more.
And that's where you first see her, and that's also the last time you see
Why
her.
wouldn't you see me?
I think so.
That is so lame. That is so lame. I don't want to play this anymore. To save myself. No.
Okay, let's watch the scene this one first, and then I'll tell you what happened before this.
You are the one, Noctis. This
Because I wasn't sure if there was a time skip, did they actually meet physically, or is this the only time they meet physically?
Do you remember the flowers of Tenebrae? It seems so long ago. You'll find the away.
Oh, my heart breaks when he asks, will you be there? And then she shakes her head.
Will you be there?
Oh no.
Just like, this hurts me. So beautiful.
Would that I could join you. But this moment will have to be enough. It's not right. All I wanted was to save you.
Oh.
My feels.
Oh no.
My feels.
When the world falls down around you and
This
hope
is
is
very
lost.
pretty. This is. Oh, this is.
I know, right? So beautiful.
No, this isn't pre-rendered, is it? Yeah, it is pre-rendered. That is so nice.
Look
Oh my
to the
god.
distance. Know that I am there. And that I watch over you always.
Asian kid. Like what?
Farewell, dear Noctis.
Whoa. Whoa. That is so cool. And he grew up all of a sudden.
He was like, "Bro, I'm a man now."
Yeah. It's like, whoa, I hit puberty again.
Luna, wait, I can grow up too.
Snap, and he wakes up. Oh, my stomach hurts. I need to eat food. Actual food.
Back with us.
Oh, that must be so awkward.
I'll tell the others. Though it may take a bit. You're hurt.
Yeah, what happened to his face?
Small sacrifice.
Oh, he got
To
blinded.
battle.
Oh, what?
We don't know how that happened. I think that's gonna be explained in the Ignis DLC.
Can he? So he can't see.
She has passed.
Nope, he blind.
Well, but then how does he know that she's awake?
Like his eyes kaput.
Yeah, but then okay. So can you use him after? Is this the end?
We can still use him, but he's gonna like. Oh, it's very heartbreaking because he's following you with a cane and he's trying to catch up.
That's so funny.
He's still in the party, but he's blind. So it's like we have to slow down for Iggy. Iggy can't cook. Iggy can't fight. He can't do anything.
That is so funny. I like how they added that. That is so funny. Oh my god.
Like if you go like ahead without him, either Gladio or Prompt is gonna be like, "Hey man, can you wait up? Iggy's trying to catch up."
Why did they add that? That is so funny. Oh, that
I
is
don't
so
know.
weird. I like that
But then-
touch. That's a good
But then
idea.
during a mission, you have the option if you want to leave him behind or something like that.
That's kind
But
of
I always
sad.
take him with me because,
That
like,
is so
come on,
sad.
Iggy, you're coming too. I don't care if you're blind, you're coming.
Oh, I would. Can you replace him with someone else?
No, but a party member can join you.
Yeah.
Like Corleones join you for a mission, but you can't replace.
Alright, okay. They're just
Unless-
temporary.
Yeah, it's always temporarily. But you will always have the 3 guys with you.
And they're all cool, so it's fine. Oh my god, I can't believe
There we go.
that is.
They killed Luna. Can't believe they killed Luna like that.
Yeah, that is.
But before you hit Alticia, you've just been doing like side quests, road trips, and camping with the guys.
Yeah, that's what I heard the bulk of the game is like.
Yeah, it's literally like that until you got to Alticia. So it's like camping simulator.
It looks like fun though. I mean, the game in itself looks like fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like you get to fight a lot of stuff, and the side quests are pretty cool. Like you go and attack one of the Magitech base, which feels kind of funny because you're like 3 guys on a road trip with a fancy car, and then you're just like, hey, let's just attack this base
Yeah.
because why not? It's like His Royal Highness and his army of 3 other men takes down the space.
Can you do that? What?
Yeah, you
But,
do that. You literally
like-
take down a Magitech base with just like an army of 4.
Damn, Noctis. Taking down the whatever enemy by himself. Well, it's 4 of them. That's insane. What the hell? Like, what are soldiers even? You know?
It's like who needs an
It's-
army, the Lucian army, when you have Noctis Lucis Calum and his Chocobros.
Choco Bros. Oh man, I can't wait to just ride it in Chocobo.
But you have to do a side quest before you can unlock your Chocobro.
No.
You get to ride a car,
Yeah, I know
and
about that.
you can upgrade it into a plane, a flying car.
Yeah, Chocobo though. And there's a DLC that gives you like a truck, doesn't it?
Um, not as far as I know, but right, I think this DLC patch means you can drive the car off-road.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean. Not a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, just drive
Yes,
it
you can
off-road.
drive. You can drive it off-road.
Before you couldn't.
No, before you, it has to be on the road, and then you use the chocobo to like,
Navigate outside.
if you want, yeah, navigate off-road. But usually I just run everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you played on The Witcher 3?
Yeah, I haven't finished it.
Oh my god, that game. That game is such a long game.
It's a long game, and like I wanted to play it some more, but I haven't got into it.
I couldn't get into it. I want to say it's because it's long or whatever. I just couldn't get into it.
Same.
The big reason why is just it's so like you have to grind
I don't know.
and stuff like that.
It's
And I don't
yeah,
want to
it's
do
a lot
that.
of
Like
yeah, it is. It's a lot of grinding, and then there's leveling, and it feels like there's just
A
so
chore.
much to do.
yeah, that I don't want to do it. You know, I want
It's
I
like-
want something that like that's good to be told me what to do and I do it.
Yeah, it's like you have to craft your spell, and then you have to upgrade your weapon, then you have to grind your level,
And
and
then
then you do the
stupid,
side
like,
quests.
oh, my weapon broke. Oh, yeah, they have to get fucking repair it. It's like, oh, I don't want to do that shit. And I know. I appreciate the game, but my god, I don't. It's not my cup of tea.
Maybe one day I'll get into it. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, if I'm bored one day and just like,
Yeah,
I need an adventure
there's
game.
nothing
Heavy
to
adventure
play.
game.
Play The Witcher. I guess I'll do that.
Oh my god. But, I don't know. What is this?
What is what?
Not what I want to listen to.
Looks like an inside of a spaceship, rocket ship. And you're using it to turn into some Hot Wheels.
Yup. Pretty much.
It's like they'll never know.
They'll never know. Hungry. Hungry.
Okay, it's 2:30 a.m. I think I'm gonna go to bed now.
Alright, yeah, I think best you do that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stop too. I need to go eat and just do something.
Also, I'm still hungry.
Huh?
Also, I'm still hungry. Okay, Cohen, I'm going to bed.
Alright, Bev.
Alright,
Thank you for
nice
talking
talking.
to me.
Oh my god, it's been 4 hours.
Yeah, it has. Ooh, man, I
Okay.
actually woke up early today. Well, okay, well, good talking to you.
Good
Bye.
talking. Bye, talk to you again.